Hello, welcome back, everybody. Again, I've never tried to do a Gru impression, to be honest. Ooh, I'm lagging a little bit. Not exactly sure. Oh, I bet I know why I'm lagging. Hold on. I'm just going to fix something really quick here. We are going to do that, and are we a little better now? Yeah, we're a little better. It might lag a little bit, but sometimes. I still haven't figured out why it does it sometimes and doesn't do it other times. Haven't figured that out. What I have figured out is I saw Despicable Me 4. And I give you the same thoughts I have pretty much given for every other Despicable Me based movie that I have actually watched. And that would be Minions, Minions 2, and this movie. I've actually never seen the first 3 Despicable Me's. Let me phrase that. I have seen enough of the first Despicable Me in chunks to have more or less seen the entire movie. I've never just sat down and watched them. And this kind of goes against what I said with Bad Boys. That if a movie were coming out, I would go watch the other ones. But I don't believe they're on it. Well, actually, what streaming service are the Despicable Me franchise associated with? I believe they're what? Universal? Which would be Peacock. No, actually, I could watch the Despicable Me movies if I wanted to. Okay. Well, that's I didn't think about that. I really didn't because I've just been busy with work. My dad's car's in the shop, so I'm giving him less to and for work. So I didn't think about it, honestly. I'll have to do that next sequel that comes up. I believe, is Twisters? Actually, from what I understand, it's not a sequel. It's just Twisters. It's another movie in the franchise. So it's not like a continuation of that movie, as far as I know. So actually, the next sequel, ironically, is Deadpool and Wolverine. So I guess I better catch up on Deadpool and Deadpool 2, and rewatch Logan. Because that's pretty much the only one I probably should need to rewatch for that. I actually probably don't need to rewatch any of those. But that won't stop me, because damn it, I love those movies. I'm talking about Despicable Me 4 here, Brent. Shut up. Get on with it. I will give you the same answer that I gave for the other movies. It's perfectly fine. I don't have a passionate love for this franchise, but I don't have any hate or animosity towards it either. I think they are perfectly adequately done movies. They are going to entertain your kids. There's some jokes in there that your parents will get. I watched Doug Walker's review, Untitled review, and I don't think it's pandering at all. I don't think he used that term, but he kind of, it's a nothing burger film. It's not that bad. There's definitely some fun to be had. There's some cringe in there, too. Don't get me wrong. There's scenes I'm watching oh, Gru, stop. Stop it, Gru. Stop. But that is kind of the point. They even make a point in the movie saying that you can be kind of, awkward. I'm not awkward. I am like meatloaf, warm and comforting. This is not awkward. You're being awkward. Like meatloaf. I like a good meatloaf. Who doesn't love a good meatloaf? And you know what? Gru's kind of got a point. He is kind of like meatloaf. He's warm and comforting, and sometimes too much of him will make us sick. But ironically, I chose the poster for this right here. I'm going to pause right here so I can get the thumbnail now. But yeah, who knows? Maybe I will. But no, I chose this image because the other images of the Super Minions, which is the next gimmick for the Minions, which is ironic when you think about it, because they did that in Minions Rise of Gru. They gave them animal powers, pretty much. They got turned into animals, and by the Chinese Zodiac, but ultimately had powers because of that and learned martial arts. So, we're kind of rehashing that, and there is a meta joke of I'm tired of superheroes. Look, they're representing a specific group of people with that line. And you know what? Respect. Not everyone is. People, I think, have grown. Some people have grown fatigued to superhero movies. Other people have gotten tired of the lack of quality in superhero movies, and I think that's also fair. And I think that's actually more fair. But regardless, I've gone on about what's going on with superhero movies before. We're not talking about that. There's also some fun little nods to old jokes, like Honey Badger don't give a damn. I was like, no, and their school mascot, you see in the trailer, stealing a honey badger. The honey badger, they literally eat bees and cobras, literally. Honey badger don't care. Honey badgers though are adorable. They're they're terrifying little creatures, but they are adorable. Anyway, if you give a friend a honey badger, you got a friend. You got a friend for that. You give him the belly scritches. You give him the honey because he wants the honey. He's like, you want the honey? Yeah, you go honey badger. But can you tell I work at a pet store? Because that's basically how I talk to them. Oh, you go baby, use the pupper. Who likes getting their butt scratched? But no, I mean, what's the overall plot? The overall plot is exactly what you see. Gru helps arrest Maxine, who I didn't see the voice of in their opening credits, but I'm like, is that Will Ferrell? And sure enough, it's Will Ferrell. I'm like, okay, who's kind of the best character in the movie? He has this obsession with cockroaches. I won't say exactly how that plays out, but he has an obsession with cockroaches. That's why when you see it in the trailer, his vehicle looks like a giant cockroach. He gets out, he threatens Gru and his family, and they have to go into witness protection, living a new life. And it's them trying to cope while him trying to get his kid to like him, is the new baby they got. And a little side plot of another character basically kind of blackmailing Gru over his identity because he's in witness protection. And where that leads ultimately. And I'll say this, I liked that character. I did like that character at first. Because I hate characters. I hate these arrogant little shits, characters. But ultimately the character came around and grew on me. I'm like, okay, I like the character now. It's fine. There's not a lot of the new characters, though, that really are any good. Like the neighbors, I don't care about them, save for one. There's this woman who the wife messes up her hair because this guy undercover as a hair dresser, and it's like, okay, she's doing like a Terminator chase. Like, all right, whatever. That's the one you see chasing them in the supermarket in the trailer. Like, okay, I don't really care that much about them. Like I said, the only really interesting new character is Maxine, and not really because he's interesting, just because Will Ferrell's accent is very good. His girlfriend is voiced by Sofia Vergara, and very little comes of that, so I don't know why it was important to get Sofia Vergara. I love you, Sofia Vergara. Sophia, call me. I'm not single, but it's okay. Call me. We can chat. Tell me about your day. How was your game? Yeah, YouTube me, whatever. Then watch Sofia Vergara see this video and say, oh, Clockwork Highlander, I love you. I'm like, I don't know how to respond to that. Side note, I don't think Sofia Vergara is in my top 5 celebrity crushes. Ooh, could you pop into the top 10? Because there's a lot of beautiful women out there. And not just beautiful, but like mentally, like their personalities I'm attracted to as well. And Sophia's got a great personality to her. Would she be in my top 10? Maybe. I would really have to think. By the way, I'm not doing a video on that. Don't ask for that. There's a lot of videos I'll do. That's not one. Now, ask me in a Q&A, and obviously I'll answer that question. I'll have to see that question, make a list, and think, okay, who are my top celebrities? All right. But anyway, so yeah, there's really no point in that. But Maxie, he's actually that right level of quirky, but also a little bit menacing. Like there is actually a level of threat to him, to a certain degree. He's mostly jokey, but there is a level of like, oh, okay, this guy's getting a little serious now. Like, oh God, and like, okay, let's all calm down now. So yeah, and his motivation for hating Gru is childish, but actually does come back at the end. The end is actually, if you're an 80s fan, and I'll just say a fan of 80s music, that is a fun little ending, especially if you're also a fan of the series and you see all the characters in the scene. Like, oh, hey, I saw you there, I saw you there, I saw you there. Just remember, everybody wants to rule the world. So the menu, I should note on the minions, apart from what I said about they kind of rehashed it. The stuff with the minions is still kind of funny though. Like is it a worn out bit? Yeah, kind of, just a little bit. It's a worn out bit. But is it a bit that still can get laughs? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I still got some laughs with the minions. I did. Is it overdone at this point? Yes. Is it overplayed? Absolutely. But are they still able to get it to work sometimes? Yeah, I'd say sometimes. The animation looks fine. Like it's not cheap. I just checked, it's made on $100 million. Which, by the way, Illumination, other studios, take notes from Illumination. You know what? I got this up here right now. Illumination, where is I need to find Illumination because I'm not joking here. Studios need to take notes from Illumination. They need to take notes from Illumination because they have been able. They are the Blumhouse, more or less, of relatively high budget films. Where is the damn? There we go. Relatively low budget blockbusters, I guess is the better way to put it. When I say low budget blockbuster, I mean, let's see. Okay, Illumination. Okay, let me just go through the filmography real quick of Illumination. So you had the original Despicable Me. You want to know what that was made on? $69 million. Made over $500,000. Hop. Okay, Hop is what. This was when they were first starting out, so we can't hold this against them too much. But still, made $63 million less, and still made $84 million. That means even if it had the same budget, marketing budget as its production budget, which it probably didn't, it probably had more like 40 or 50, it still made money, or at least broke even. Then you had The Lorax, which I think is one of the better Seuss movies. Made on $70 million, made $351 million. So that made money. You had Despicable Me 2 and 3, both of which are in, Despicable Me 2 is $971 million on only a slightly bigger budget, $76 million. Then you have Minions, with the original Minions, which made it to the $1 billion marker, and then at $74 million. Then you have The Secret Life of Pets, which made, I think, around, what was it? Yeah, $885 on a $75 million budget. Sing, the original Sing, was made on a $75 million budget, $634 million. Despicable Me 3, I know made $1 billion. It was still made for under $100. The Grinch, which I didn't hate, but I didn't love, $75 million, $526.7 million. Secret Life of Pets 2 didn't do nearly as well, but still made $446.2 million against an $80 million budget. The Minions Rise of Gru made $900, and this is the third one in the franchise. $940 million between an $80 and $100 million budget, averaging to $90. Super Mario Brothers movie, we've already established that was made on, I believe, $100 million? Just straight 100, $1.3 billion. Migration, a little bit of a sleeper hit, made $298 million against a $72 million budget, and not a bad little movie. And right now, Despicable Me 4 made $20 million on 4th of July alone. Studios, Disney, specifically Disney. Now, Disney's already got a massive hit with Pixar's Inside Out 2. Not saying Disney needs to learn every lesson from Universal. Not saying that. But Disney, after the year I saw last year with that bullshit of Haunted Mansion at $150 million, the bullshit I saw with Captain Marvel, take freaking notes. And this goes to every studio. Take freaking notes. I got a wasp in my room, but I'll deal with that later. I'm not bothering him. He's not bothering me. I won't bother him until I have to squish him. But take freaking, look, he just said there's a wasp in his room. You're just kidding. It's like, yeah, he's not bothering me right now. Take freaking notes. This is how you turn a profit. You make a solid enough film. Some of them are great. Some of them are, fine. But you never make a truly piss poor quality one, except for something like maybe Hop. And even then, you make that such a low budget, and they're so family friendly, and you put them out at times a year where there's no other competition for that, then you got yourself a formula for winning. As it stands, this is going to be the #1 film of the weekend. They're projecting, I think, 120 for the long forecast weekend, overall for the 5-day weekend for it. So, yeah, it's going to be #1 because even if it didn't make 120, even if it made only like 80 million, it still makes, let's see, Despicable Me 2 made, Inside Out 2 made, what was it, like 50 some odd last week? 56, 57, what was it? Let's find out, shall we? It was, last week it was 57, provided we're dealing with the 4th of July weekend, and even though Inside Out 2, even though Despicable Me is definitely competition, it's, I still think it's reasonable to think that Inside Out 2 might still be like at 30 million this week. Yeah, no, Despicable Me 2 is going to clear that, no problem whatsoever. But yeah, this, first off, it's a fun time, another family film for the kids to go to along with mom and dad. But it's also another great sign for the box office, because with the actor and writer strikes, the box office, the box office has been a little light because we just had less films coming out. But that was only the first half of the year. Now we got the big boys coming in. Now we got the guys with the baseball bats saying like, oh, you need this box office, the box office health is having a little problem. Maybe we should break its legs and bring it back to health. That's not how that. I feel better. That's kind of it. It's like these are the next thing. Like clear, live it, damn you. That's what they're doing to the box office right now. First $1 billion film of the year with Inside Out 2. Possible another $1 billion film. Not joking. This could be another $1 billion film. Despicable Me 4. Deadpool Wolverine is almost guaranteed to be a $1 billion film, provided it's at least good. And I mean, it doesn't have to be the best film ever, but it needs to be at minimum good, and not just like, oh, that was good. No, like that was good. Like, and you can hear the emphasis, like that was so good. It needs to be good to freaking orgasmic. That's what it needs to be. Because if it's only okay, then it can still do really well in theaters, but it's not great for the health of the MCU if it's just okay. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Till then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Trailers. Wild Robot trailer. Again, I'm really looking forward to that movie. Something called 200% Wolf, which is a sequel to a movie called 100% Wolf, which I know nothing about. Didn't even know that came out. There was what else did we have? We had a new little snippet for Beetlejuice. A little bit more scenes of Beetlejuice-ness with the Bob, you're in charge. So there was that. Let me just get the remaining movies up for the year, because we got Moana 2. I remember that. Oh, we got Wicked. I know we got Wicked as well. Most of this was like geared more towards kids. I'm surprised we didn't get Harold and the Purple Crayon. I am surprised we did not get that, because that is very much tailored to this type of audience. Let's see here. Reagan, Big Guy Lee, Afraid. I just saw the trailer for that movie Afraid, by the way, online. That's interesting. It's clearly they're using some sort of alien thing there. The AI's aliens, but whatever. Oh, Transformers 1. Can't forget about that. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. But, yeah, I mean, I'm just about everything on that list. Oh, and the red one. I saw that on the big... You know what? People gave that trailer a lot of shit. I'm not going to say it's the most amazing film in the world. It looks like the most amazing film in the world, but honestly, I didn't think it looked that bad. I got some, like, they're playing Krampus Schloop. Like, interesting. It's like, oh no. I want to be that guy who's like, oh, come on. It's like, interesting. He's just like, oh, come on. And just stand there if I can brace myself. Hopefully I don't die. It's like, Krampus, best you got. I was like, all right, my turn. And I just hit him with a frying pan. Mm-hmm. Wait, is that a frying pan? No. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, I don't think didn't look that bad. Anyway, I digress. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys for the next one. And I'm going to pre-record my What If for tomorrow. So keep your eyes up for that. Until then, later.